Hey everybody, this is Angela. I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see if anybody shows up. Um, I don't know if I gave enough at a time, may not. So just have to wait and see. Oh, hey Betty, how you doing? I'm so sorry for the short notice. I need to schedule my lives better. Oh, you're so sweet. So I need to do a better job of scheduling everything, but I'm learning. I am, I'm learning, and two ladies that I have learned so much from is Wildflower Tea and Charlotte on the Web. Yes, yes. Um, it. I can't believe 151 subscribers. It's amazing. I can't be on here too long because my dad will be taking his medicine in a little bit, and we have to go to the VA hospital in the morning. So 6 a.m. comes early. So this is what I wanted to talk about. This is on my heart, and I really don't know how to feel about this. Well, I'm struggling with something, and it may be silly. I don't know. But it's, this is Pride Month, and I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be comfortable with who they are. But, and this is why I'm struggling, because I don't want to offend anybody or make anybody mad. But I think sometimes the left goes a little too far of trying to make everybody celebrate Pride Month when there might be some people who are not comfortable with celebrating Pride Month. And, I, you know, I just watched a YouTube channel where these kids had Pride Month at their school, and they were told to wear pride colors and or something. And these kids, these 9, 10, 11 year olds decided, it was at a middle school, decided to rip everything down and said the only pronouns that they're going to be celebrating is USA. Well, okay, these kids shouldn't have destroyed these, everything that these kids, what the children put up, with the pride colors or whatever. They shouldn't destroy that. Some of these kids should not destroy that because that was wrong. And, um, you know, me too. That's what I want. And as a Catholic, I want to, I want everybody to be loved. And, no matter who they are, gay, straight, lesbian, bi, trans, non-binary, and there's so many of them that I get confused. And thing is, I'm so scared I want to use the wrong pronoun. I mean, in what if you're out at the grocery store and you use the wrong pronoun? I mean, is it going to be where we could get arrested for uh, you saying the wrong thing? Because I just don't know anymore. We, my dad and I went. My dad and I went to Walmart. Oh, I agree. Went to Walmart on Sunday, and this was a young lady, or at least I thought it was a young lady. And again, I'm not trying to be mean or disrespectful. Um, and now somebody in line told me that it was a man, which was all right. And so I didn't even look at the lady. It was this lady. And um, I don't know if she was having a bad day, if she didn't want to come in, if she didn't want to work on a Sunday. But I will say this, she had an attitude. And I said, "Hello, how you doing?" She grunted. So I ignored it. So I don't know what her problem was, but I mean, you cannot act that way when you're out in public, especially if you're in the grocery store and you're greeting people every single day. You have to be pleasant. And so, and there wasn't no lanes open except for 3. Everyone else was standing around drinking their soda or the water, eating chips and everything. They're standing all over the store. And when they take the vest off at Walmart, they're going to go on the break. Well, and the strange thing is, about 4 or 5 of them went on a break at the same time, but they're getting paid $15 an hour. Exactly, Betty, exactly. And and I tried to be nice to everybody because I want people to respect me. And for a long time, I did not want to go out in public because I knew people would make fun of me for the way I look. I mean, I'm not exactly pretty, but um, one time, I was little and I had a tumor right here, and it was, plunging out right before I had surgery. This was my first surgery. I usually have hair over it, and there's a scar right there, and it's puffy right there. Oh, thank you. And we my mom and I was somewhere, probably at J.C. Penney's getting uniform because I went to a Catholic private school, and if you go to Catholic schools, you're going to wear uniforms. And so I think we was there getting my uniforms, and somebody said something. They called me, they called me a freak. They said that I was the product of the Elephant Man. And my mom, may she rest in peace, went off on them. And she forgot she was a Christian lady. And I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't funny. And I went home crying. And Then another time we went somewhere and a little girl wanted to say hello to me, and the mother pulled her back and said, "She's contagious. I don't want you to catch what she has. We don't know what this little freak has." So that taught me, when I didn't want to really go out in public unless I had to. So, I mean, oh, thank you. It was a long time ago, but um, sometimes people will look at me, and sometimes they will be very kind, and they will say, "May I ask you a question?" And I'll say yes. And I found two or three people that had children or relatives that had the same thing I had. And they would say, "Do you have neurofibromatosis?" And it's a long word, and or NF. Yes, it does. And this is before bullying was real big. I mean, bullying is all over the place. And I was bullied on Facebook right before the pandemic. I was in a exercising group, and I had gotten a Fitbit like this, not exactly this one, but it was another one, and I had it on this hand. And I don't know, Betty, if you can see that, but I took a picture, and some woman in the group said, "OMG, you have neurofibromatosis. You're a freak, an ugly freak, and you need to be booted from this group." Well, I didn't even know that this woman said this because I had um, left, left the group, went to bed, and I kept on getting messages all night telling me, so and so said this about you, but and then the one who had the group, the administrator, told me she had been booted from the group for bullying. And it was like everybody was bullying her because of me, and I didn't want that, so I just left the group because I didn't want anyone to be hurt, even though she had said some really horrible things about me. And she went on my Facebook page, said some horrible things, and I blocked her. So, and that was about 4 years ago. I think it is NF1 because I don't know which one I have. I don't have any inside my head or anything, so I'm not real sure. Oh, thank you, Betty. Um, I have one well, I have a sciatic nerve on my left hip, and there's a little bitty tumor that is just sitting there, and it's pressing on the nerve. And I don't think my doctors could remove it if they wanted to, because according to a lot of x-rays and everything that I had a couple years ago, it would be too dangerous to try and remove it because of the location. So I have to put up with it. And it's along with the sciatic nerve. So really, they told me they didn't know if it was the sciatic nerve, you know, you know, hurting. So it's a combination of that and then the sciatic nerve. And I had back surgery about 14 years ago, 10-hour back surgery. And there was a tumor that was that close to my spinal cord. And doctor told me, and this was in February, he said, if you wait till summer, then the tumor can wrap around your spinal cord and you will be paralyzed. You will be put in a wheelchair. We cannot get to the tumor because it will paralyze you. So I made a decision to have the 10-hour surgery, and God put me through. They told me that it's going to be a 15-hour surgery. It was 10. They told me I would be in the hospital 2 weeks. I was in there a week. They told me I would be in a hospital bed at home for 6 months. I was in the hospital bed at my home for 2 months. So God pulled me through. Oh, thank you. Well, I tell you what, Betty, the next time I decide to go live, it as my mom would say, it won't be at midnight. It will be early enough so Jennifer can come, because I know she's real busy and she would want to be here, and love pugs too. And I mean, because I do everything at midnight. My mom used to say, "You do everything at midnight." It's an old joke between my mom and me, and um, so, but I started reading. I don't know if you've seen on my community tab where I found a book that I read in school in 7th grade called "I'm 15 and I Don't Want to Die." So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it. I'm still reading Diary of Anne Frank because I'm having trouble getting through that. So sometimes it takes me a while to read a book because it's hard to get through it. And so I was watching just a little bit of Trump, and it just gave me a headache. And I said, I can't do this. It's going to be on the rest of the week. So, whatever. I'm going live. I want to talk to my friends. And so, and I adore you, Betty. And I mean, we're going to get to, one of my goals is maybe 300 or 500 and then to 1K. And so I don't know what I'm going to do if I get to 1K. I mean, Betty, we're just going to have to do something, think of something to do. But that's a long ways off right now. But I mean, and something else that made me really, really happy. I was not expecting it. I don't know if you watch a YouTuber named Wildflower Tea. She commented on one of my videos where I'm supporting her. And it just made my day. And so, okay. I mean, because I was supporting her when Backwoods Barbie attacked her for no reason. And so, I just couldn't sit and watch this woman attack Wildflower Tea. I don't know what her first name is, but she's a sweet young lady. She's one of the first channels that I watched when I started watching, YouTube very seriously. She is. She's a sweetheart, and she wouldn't hurt nobody. And I noticed that if she makes a mistake, she will own up to it and she will apologize because she would never hurt nobody. And neither would Charlotte. Charlotte would never hurt anybody. I've been watching Charlotte for the past 3 years, and um, you know, I love both of these ladies. And you can only take so much, and it just came out of nowhere. And I'm not talking about backwoods Barbie, but it's just like you can't say anything to her because she takes everything the wrong way, or maybe that's just the way I see it. And it's like she wants to be the first to get the story, like on the Duggars or Sister Wives or whatever. And my now one thing I've been wondering about is, will Sister Wives come back because they all divorced him? I'm not real sure about Janelle. I think Janelle divorced Cody. I know Christine did, but I mean, I have tried to watch Sister Wives over the years, and I don't need her. I unsubscribed to her, and she for the most part she blocked me on Instagram because I don't even remember what it was about. Just about 4 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And um so, and she gets mad at a lot of people, like on Instagram or her channel, when people will tell her, you need to calm down and chill out. And I know I did hear somebody say you need to take a Prozac, and she did not like that. And that was before I unsubscribed to her. And I went, whoa, where did that come from? That is bold. Oh, Janelle got married again on Sister Wives. Oh goodness, I didn't even know that. So is is the only wife Cody has is Robin? Oh, cool. Yep, I mean that's what she does. If you tried to help Backwoods Barbie, she will scream at you and block you. And I mean, it's one of those things. And I mean, um, oh, okay, that's okay. Is that Janelle from Teen Mom? I used to watch Teen Mom every once in a while. Oh, that's okay. Okay, because there's a Janelle on Sister Wives and the Janelle on Teen Mom. Okay, so I got you. My nose is itching. Um, but so I mean, that was what was bothering me, and I know it was kind of silly to let something like that bother me. But it's like you can't have your own opinion anymore. That you have to have the same opinion about everything. And I in this country, I thought the First Amendment was freedom of expression, speech, and so on. And so, now that's why I don't really talk about, like, Without a Crystal Ball, Katie Joy, or I really don't talk about Backwoods Barbie, or even Michelle Goes Live. I don't even know if Michelle Goes Live has a YouTube channel. All I know is every channel she's put up, it has been taken down. So I don't even know if she still has a channel. So, well, anyway, I'm gonna go because it's almost 10:30 here. But I just wanted to come on here and I guess just kind of clear the air and clear my conscience, because the last thing I want to do is be mean and disrespectful to anybody and to be rude or hateful to anyone, because I know what it's like to be bullied. Okay, you take care and I'll talk to you later.